Another way that I've learned of saving money is, this was here when I moved in. The other guy had it, the other previous owner of the home had this set at 65, and he had it linked, I think, to his cell phone. And so at first I couldn't figure out how to adjust it because it kept going back to whatever settings he had. So I had to research and learn. I got the app and figured out how to put it into make my own account and put it into my cell phone with the app so I can control it. So now I keep this right here, 60. If I'm really cold, sometimes I do get really cold and my body's feeling really achy, I can manually turn it up myself. But, and when I'm away, it will go down to 58. So I have trained it in the few months I've been here. Apparently these things learn by your activities, like how often you adjust it, so it starts to mimic the adjustments that you make, which is kind of nice because it kind of knows what time of day I get cold or whatever. And it automatically knows from the app if I've left the house that I'm away. So that's pretty cool. So this is how I'm saving on my heat. So instead of having a lot of heat, and I would go lower, but with my chronic pain and arthritis, it's really difficult when it's really cold. One of the other ways that I save money on the heat and save on adjusting the heat up too much is wearing warm, I've been watching Sutton Days. She's pretty good. She's got 25 ways to save money. Some of the things I've been doing, she's mentioned maybe in a different way, but this one is dress for the weather. So even if you're inside, because you can turn your heat down if you're wearing extra layers. So I wear sweats all day. I sleep in them in the winter. So with this cold winter, I've been wearing sweatpants and sweatshirts. I have a t-shirt underneath the sweatshirt, and if need be, I'm still cold, I'll put a robe on over this. I'm just going to be hanging out at home, and that's how I save on not turning my heat up too much. And then another way I'll show you, oh, and I have wool socks and slippers. You can see my wool socks and slippers. So I just stay really toasty warm without turning the heat up. Let me show you what else I do. So when I'm resting, I spend a lot of time on my couch. And of course I have a cover to protect it from, I do a lot of eating here, so food and the dogs, whatever, I try to take care of my couch. I just cleaned, dry cleaned those pillows. I do that by spraying them with a like a fabric clean. I have this, it's actually pet stain and odor remover, and I spray the pillows down and throw them in the dryer, and that cleans and sanitizes them a bit. But what I do is I see the blanket, so I will sit here. I have a heating pad if I really need it, if I'm achy and sore. I have the blanket to cover up with to stay warm. So those are all the things I will do before I turn that heat up more. Okay, so I'm not going to share it all with you. So here's my bathtub, and I'm going to take a shower. One of the ways I learned to save on the water running is I have to get all undressed first, then turn the water on, and then hurry up and get in. This heats, the hot water heats up pretty fast within a minute or two, so let's see how long it takes me. Okay, I'm out of the shower. It is 11:40. I got into the shower. By the time I almost forgot to put my stool back in the bathtub, make sure my towel was ready, get undressed. So I turned the water on about 11:25. Took me a couple minutes to do all that. And I got out at 11:35, so 10 minutes. I'm still at 10 minutes, not under, but at least I didn't go over. And the last 5 minutes was getting out, drying off, putting on my robe, all of that. So, yeah, so 10 minutes. And you notice I don't have the light on because if I'm in the shower, I get enough daylight that I don't need to have the light on. Another way to save money on electricity is to not have the light on while you're taking a shower if you have enough light in your shower to see what you're doing. To add to that, one of the other things I do, let me turn the camera on, I'll show you something else. At night, when I am, see, my back camera has a light, but the front camera doesn't have a light. I really wish that, well, I guess if I had a newer cell phone, it probably would. So instead of having this light on at night, I have a puck light there. So when I come in the bathroom, I just turn that on, and then I come over here to where the toilet is, and I turn that one on, and I have enough light to use the bathroom at night without turning on the overhead light. So that is how I save on electricity at night. And also, in addition to that, I have these little lights here. These are motion censored USB lights. So I charge them probably they go about a week, almost 2 weeks before they need to be charged. So I have one there. So when I walk by, it's off right now because of course it's daytime, but at night that would go on as I walk out. And I have another one like that there. And then I have one that's battery operated that lives right there. And right now it's turned to the wall so that it doesn't get activated. So I turn them around in the morning. I turn that around in the morning. And I turn these off in the morning so that they don't wear down. And so I'll demonstrate. So I can come out of my bedroom. So here's my bedroom. And if I come out of my bedroom, this light goes on. And I come here and I turn on the puck light. And then I go there and I turn on the other puck light. That's how I save on electricity at night. So that also gives me some light in the morning if there's not much sunlight without turning on the big light on the ceiling. One of the other ways we save money and stay warm at night is these dogs have their own heating pad. So there's a heating pad and there's another controller there. So Zenji has his own pad, she's got her own pad, and I keep it as low as I can, but keeping them warm. And then I have a heated mattress pad, which I keep on the lowest setting possible, just enough to stay warm enough without having the heater up at night.